Hercules' mercenaries include the Amazon archer Atalanta of Scythia, the storyteller Iolaus of Athens, the thief Autolycus of Sparta, the king-turned-prophet Amphiaraus of Argos, and the feral warrior Tydeus of Thebes. It is stated that Hercules is the demigod son of Zeus, who after being deceived by Hera, who drove him insane and had him kill his wife and children while paying a visit to King Eurystheus, completed the fabled 12 labors. Many people doubt both the notion that Hercules is actually the son of Zeus and the tales of his 12 labors. It is still uncertain whether this is the case. In spite of this, Hercules has almost unrivaled combat expertise and extraordinary inhuman strength. In addition, he frequently experiences visions of Cerberus and is plagued by the recollection of loved ones passing away. Virginia approaches Hercules and his group in 358 BC on the Macedonian coast in northern Greece. Hercules is to train Thrace's warriors to fight the warlord Rhesus, a ruthless individual, on behalf of her father, King Cotys. After being promised his weight in gold, Hercules agrees, and General Cytocles, the commander of the Thracian army, together with Cotys welcome the band to Thrace. But despite Hercules' protests and the army's lack of experience, Cotys demands that Hercules lead the army into war to defend the Bessi tribe in central Thrace when Rhesus arrives. They arrive too late, though, since the Bessi had turned against the Thracians due to Rhesus' purported sorcery. Following a protracted and catastrophic battle in which at least half of the Thracian warriors perish, Hercules and his allies successfully train the army against the Bessi. After training is over, Hercules and Cytocles face the army of Rhesus in front of Mount Asticus. The hard-fought victory goes to Hercules' side. After being sent to Thrace as a prisoner, Rhesus is publicly humiliated there. Hercules stops the villagers from hurling further things at him out of sympathy. Rhesus responds to Hercules by saying that neither he nor his troops carried out the horrors of burning down villages. Subsequently, Rhesus is cuffed and shown in the palace hall. Hercules confronts Erginia after noticing that she has become sympathetic to him and discovers that Rhesus was telling the truth. All he was doing was taking revenge for Cotys' attempts to enlarge his realm. Erginia disapproves of Cotys' tactics but submits to him out of fear, since her father, who was harsh, had poisoned her husband, the previous king. In addition, Cotys intimidates Arius, her son, who is the legitimate heir to the throne. The mercenaries are prepared to depart after getting their prize, but Hercules chooses to stick behind and stop Cotys. Everybody save Autolycus decides to accompany him. But Cytocles and his soldiers defeat them and take them prisoner. Hercules is approached while he is shackled by King Eurystheus, who is working with Cotys. Eurystheus admits that, seeing Hercules as a challenger to his authority, he had poisoned him the night his family perished. In reality, Hercules' family was murdered by 3 wolves that Eurystheus dispatched, which is why Hercules would constantly see visions of Cerberus. Amphiaraus tells Hercules to believe in himself after Cotys orders Erginia to be executed for her betrayal. Hercules frees himself from his bonds in a display of superhuman strength, saving Erginia and vanquishing the wolves on his own. After freeing all of the prisoners, including Rhesus, Hercules goes after Eurystheus to murder him and exact revenge on his family. But he is ambushed by Cytocles, who is later fatally stabbed by Iolaus. Hercules and his troops fight the army of Cotys outside. Autolycus, who has made the decision to go back and aid his comrades, frees Arius when he is held captive. During the ensuing conflict, Tydeus fights on despite suffering a fatal wound while defending Arius, killing many warriors until he collapses and eventually passes away in Hercules' arms. Once more demonstrating his superhuman strength, Hercules uses it to crush Cotys and numerous of his warriors by pushing a huge statue of Hera out from under it. The remaining troops, impressed by this accomplishment, kneel down to Hercules, acknowledging him as a demigod. Ultimately, Arius ascends to the throne, accompanied by Ergenia.